When I say I'm doing this for the week, I was not lying. I am, I guess you could say, trying my hand in doing YouTube as a streaming platform and, again, video platform. That being said, however, let's focus on the current games on hand I've chosen. Trepang2, as of this stream / VOD, depending on when you're watching this, is coming out tomorrow. As of timing, it is 11:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's technically it's technically June 20th. It comes out tomorrow around the time of, if I'm looking at the timer correctly on the Steam page, yeah, if I'm looking at this correctly, it is coming out at 12 hours, so that would mean around 12 in the afternoon. Oh, yeah, no, great. And here I was hoping to have a nice and easy day. Looks like I'll be doing streaming back to back. You could call this spamming, I call it attrition, which is the same thing, but it sounds nicer. Anyway, Trepang2. Everyone's looking forward to Trepang2, as for the most part, it's the only game that is to come out that's not either a tactical shooter or a boomer shooter like Doom or Quake or Unreal Tournament or give me a sec. Let me think for a moment. Or like crap, I don't know any good ones. I would say Chasm, but that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? I would also say a few others, but yeah, no, again, that's a bit of a stretch again. So, Trepang2, we're gonna be, yeah, for the most part, what we got here is a lot of stuff. Alrighty. Let's start at the very beginning, the prologue, because that's the only thing I'll be able to play. Site 14. Alright, Site 14. At Horizon's top secret black sites. Ran experiments on you and erased your memory. Broke out and joined the Task Force 27, I think. Okay, so it's either we play on easy, normal, hard, very hard, extreme, or rage. I like being a normal person, so I'll play this on normal. I'm sure someone's gonna yell out pansy, but I'll tell you this: you want to go and get CBT? Do it on your time. I'm not doing it on my time. I already have enough crap to deal with in real life. Alright, me insulting the hardcore people besides. Yes, me insulting hardcore players besides right now with sweats. Right now, I am, let's go and do this. So reviews for Trepang2 have actually come out. It's pretty interesting to see what people think. I watched one video by Boulder Punch, who gave a positive review, and then I watched one by G-Man Lives, who gave I want to say he actually did give a comprehensive reviews. Alright, yeah, let's watch this intro cinematic, shall we? Trepang Studio presents a dude in a wheelchair. Trepang cubed. Oh wait, no, Trepang squared, I should say. That poor guy. Nice day. Oh my goodness, my throat! That was rude, I was watching that! Oh, but I got a sense of vertigo, never mind. Maybe you did do me a favor. Oh man, they just put me right in front of the freaking TV. No wonder I had a headache. Alright, let's get going then. Alright, hooded figure. What do you got for me?
Control, vault security is not responding. We're moving to investigate. All units were under attack by unknown elements. Execute Operation Bright Star immediately.
Okay.
Control, vault security is KIA. Subject 106 has escaped.
Oh my goodness. People are after me. Why? What did I ever do to them but exist? Actually, you know, some people on the internet take that as an offense, the fact that people exist. So, okay. Okay. So far, so, quiet. Oh my goodness. Look at this place.
Security station, do you have eyes on 106? Security station, respond.
Yeah.
What the fuck? All units be advised, security station is not responding.
I couldn't really just pick up the radio and just say, yeah, everything's fine. I'm cool. How's your day? Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I watched Boulder Punch and he gave up
This is Echo 2.
fairly
We lost contact
positive.
with 106, but we couldn't have gone far. Stay sharp.
He gave a fairly positive review. G-Man Lives gave a more critical review of it, but ultimately praised it. You know, I take G-Man Lives, I take a lot of reviewers nowadays with just a hint of salt. Mostly because some reviewers I watch and I think, oh yeah, these guys got their mind straight when it comes to certain games. You know, they got their priorities straight on that, or you know, they understand what they're getting into and the like. And then some are just like, I mean, you make some good points, but at the same time, some of your points are also, or some of the stuff you point out are kind of sort of moot. Of course, bad games will always be bad games, obviously, but I'm talking about like games like Death Stranding, for example, being a clear and prominent example.
What the fuck was that?
I think the Death Stranding. Oh yeah, that's right. One in each hand, baby. Yeah, when it came to Death Stranding, a lot of people just... Some had valid critiques, others were just... I don't know, talking about Death Stranding is a loaded gun. But, yeah. Anyway, back to the review that G-Man Lives made on Trepang2. I think when he first reviewed the demo, he said that this game was like the spiritual successor to F.E.A.R. And then with the game actually coming out, to say the least, I think, to say the least, that sentiment is somewhat. Yeah, that sentiment probably to some extent has changed a little bit. I think the things he praised about the things he praised about the game was for the most part the fact that the gunplay is fantastic, and along with that, it plays phenomenally. Plays phenomenally, and all sorts of, and all of that, and the bag of potato chips and the like. And then you have he was praising things like the gunplay and as well as just the general presentation. But I think one thing he critiqued was the story, in which I feel like that's actually a somewhat fair thing to point out. A lot of people would think that in a game like F.E.A.R, story doesn't matter. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm just pulling that one out of my ass. But yeah, no, when it comes to, some people believe a story doesn't matter in a game. And to some extent, that's about I would gauge halfway to quarter-way correct. But in certain instances, like F.E.A.R, as well as even, first would be actually Marathon, but ironically, F.E.A.R as well, the story mattered most to the game in a way. Alright, hold on. We got stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, one in each hand. 100 rounds, baby. What's this, man? You committed a hori-kori? That's a 6 sword, though. Mind if I take that? Oh my god, it's the Lale Lule Lo coin. Thanks for that, pal. Now give me the sword. Give me the sword. Give me the damn sword! Alright, whatever. Fine, keep your sword. I don't need it. I need it! Oh yeah, like old Frosty Boy said, one in each hand. Oh shit, yes. Yes! But yeah, no. Trepang2's story is, from what I understand, its weakest element thus far. In which some would probably wouldn't mind, others would to some extent, from the fact that it's like a $30 game. Even sold at $30. Anyway, the length of the game is pretty short, and the context of what you're doing is kind of sort of just almost again, some people wouldn't mind it and would just play it for what it was, but given that this game is inspired by F.E.A.R, well, I'm pretty sure F.E.A.R fans are expecting something different from F.E.A.R, but to another degree, I'm sure some people were hoping for a bit of a mystery of sorts. There are apparent horror elements, but it's one of those things where it's just never properly expanded upon. Effectively, at least. But yeah, it's just one of those things that's just never expanded upon properly. And it kinda... the game kind of suffers for it in a way. The fact that there's nothing to really discover in this sort of way. There are like, you know, lore text that you can read, but as G-Man Lives points out, it really only matters when it's actually relevant to the story. I think you mentioned like that some of the context that you were given in the game, or just that, oh yeah, no, it's about some guy named Phil and he's just talking about his friend Jonathan, and that's it. You know, stuff like that. It's like the most irrelevant things one could argue a game like System Shock does the same thing, but System Shock kind of sort of for one, it actually built the timelines to what it was going on. And again, a lot of the time it actually was necessary for puzzle solving. The remake of System Shock does put that to stride, and playing the original System Shock also puts that to stride as well. Hello, sweet cheeks. Missed me, honey? That's right, I played F.E.A.R. I know that there's a flying bicycle kick in that game. And I will admit, I never really used flying bicycle kick in F.E.A.R. Found it to be too impractical in my opinion. It was just too... how do you say, too useless for me. Ah yes, don't mind me. Just casually have just casually have a shotgun with a suppressor, like if that makes any goddamn difference. I like to find those semi-auto semi-auto upgrade for this. I'm still gonna get Trepang2, if I'm gonna be frankly honest, despite the reviews that may point towards its lack of a proper invested story.
Attention all units, we have confirmation that subject 106 is in the loading.
I don't think anyone would be expecting like, oh, we expect like a magnum opus. We need a Witcher 2, or no, we need a Witcher 3 in FPS form or some utter nonsense like that. I think people were just expecting like, okay, we expect like a good time to invest ourselves in, you know, we just expect a good story to be invested in, you know, something that gives context, while not being, you know, so absurd that it's just, you know, whatever. You know, just takes away the tracks us from the overall experience, you know?
Sierra 1, give me a sit rep. Sierra 1, respond. Son of a bitch. Sierra 2, move in. Jump it up! I'm on the move!
Who knows, maybe in subsequent updates they'll add more to the story, but the odds of that happening are
Sierra 2, what the fuck is going on in
unclear,
there?
I guess you could say.
Sierra 3, engage. actual. Sierra 3 is KIA. Should we still move in there? Please advise. Get the fuck in there now!
Just love how Control is just like got this menacing portrait on hand, and he's just like whatever. Hello, sweetheart. You missed me? I missed you.
What the fuck? Do we have any men left? Negative, sir. All squads are down. We're the only ones left. Fuck it. The rest of you with me. We'll take them out ourselves. I'm leading the assault.
Yeah, good luck, pal. Like that's gonna mean squat soon. Oh, I guess I'm dead. Never mind. Guess that meant squat. Actually, no, I killed myself with my own grenade. That doesn't mean squat if I kill myself first, pal. That's just so funny. I killed myself with my own grenade.
Sierra 2, what the fuck is going on in there? Sierra 3, engage.
You know, it's funny to think that I actually played F.E.A.R on Twitch not too long ago. There you are. Hello, sweetheart.
Control, this is Sierra 4 actual. Sierra 3 is KIA. Should we still move in there? Please advise. Get the fuck in there now!
I'll tell you this for sure, friend. You are no replica. You're no replica, that's for sure. You can try all you want, but the replica's putting more of a challenge than you, friend.
What the fuck? Do we have any men left? Negative, sir. All squads are down. We're the only ones left. Fuck it. The rest of you with me. We'll take them out ourselves. I'm leading the assault.
Alright, let's try this again. Goodbye. Look at that. Everyone's goddamn pace.
Friendly fire. 106 is approaching the helipad. Make sure he extracts safely.
What's that?
106.
Hostiles? Kill them all? I have no idea who you people are and I don't trust you, yet I'm going inside your helicopter because I have no
This is
choice.
Alpha 3, moving into the compound.
Alright. Trepang squared. Yeah! Coming out, like, tomorrow. Like, for real. It's coming out tomorrow. Yeah, wishlist on Steam. Join us on Discord. No, thank you. I don't want to join on Discord. I'll leave you a comment on the community tab of Steam instead. Let's see here.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, 106. The Horizon Corporation had you locked away for a very long time. They must be frightened now that you're free.
Do I look
You
like
want
an Alma
vengeance.
Wade to you?
So do we. Welcome to Task Force 27.
Please refer to what I just said the first time around. Do I look like an Alma Wade to you? No, I'm a point man. Would I be Paxton Fettel? Or would I be Michael Beckett? Look, point of the matter is I'd be someone else in F.E.A.R. Look at this clown. He's just standing there, just like looking. He's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Alrighty. Yeah. Look at this place. It's so goddamn barren. Do you just have nobody
We
here
have a
at
mission
all?
ready for you. A raid on a Horizon facility, similar to the one you escaped from. When you're ready, head to the briefing room, and we can get started.
Seriously, there's like nobody here. Am I like the only operative you have on hand? What the hell? Gloves. Give me the point man look, please. I like to look like the point guy. Let me see. Do I have the look? Question. And the look is just me wearing blue. Yeah. Can't see. Custom resolution. Again, I don't need that. FOV, give me the highest possible, please. Just so that way I can flex on people and say, yeah, that's right, I'm a pro gamer. And you just see me like hunched back over like Gollum. Yeah, just hunched over like a gremlin on my chair and just like tapping away on my keyboard. Yes, I'm a pro gamer. Indeed, how did you know? Alrighty. Alright, so that was the prologue. Pretty simple, all things considered. Next up is the complex. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to do that. Alrighty. Let's see here. What do we got here? The combat simulator. The front yard, the deep... Yeah, no, never mind. Let's go do the side quest. Alright, complex. Here we go. Mission overview. That's it. Okay. I don't know why I even bothered. Time to go to Stockholm, Sweden, where I'll likely get Stockholm Syndrome myself. Either that or I'll find Swedish fish instead. Or maybe have people sleeping with the Swedish fishes. I don't even know why I'm doing that joke. Swedish fish is just an American candy. Alrighty. Here we are, Horizon Corporation. It is it's a place, I guess. I don't know. Let's see here, what do I want? A DMR, a Black Ops kit, a cleanup, some armor. Wow, all these are horrible. Alrighty. Let's start hacking, I guess. Alright, I immediately hate the music right now. For now, at least. I know there's like a soundtrack going on. I know they have like a soundtrack going with their, yeah, they have a soundtrack going with their little game as well. But right now... Give me a sec. Let me pull something up real quick, because I know I want to put in my own music. Let's see here. Anyone... Alright, so everyone knows about the new marathon game that Bungie announced, right? While I was playing the original game, I wouldn't shut up about it. But, I will say this. The music they used for the teaser is an absolute banger. So, why not just use that music instead? Let's use the original song first, though. The song I'm going to be using is Justice. Is made by Justice, and it's called Heavy Metal. The one that was used in the marathon trailer is Heavy Metal X Dinvo, or Divno, in which it's part of the worldwide, what was it said? Woman Worldwide? Or W-Man Worldwide? Anyway, point is the fact that, it's a woman worldwide, okay. So, yeah, it was part of that music, but we're going to use the original right now. So, if I get copyright struck, I'm not being paid jack all, so YouTube has no reason for me to do so. Maybe I should put this in the description just in case, though. I'll do that later, actually. Let's go! Maybe we should reduce the audio of everything a little bit. Alrighty. Man, this music's just really fitting, though. Oh man. Alright, gotta start hacking. I don't like the color of my sleeves. Right, one in each hand. Alright, music's dying down. Once more, that was Justice's heavy metal. I'll have to edit my description later down the line. Yeah, I'll have to edit my description later, so that way I'll link the video link the video I used. I suppose though we should use the actual game music though. Yeah, I love this thrasher rift metal they got going on. It's something. Ooh, what's that, sweetheart? You got a shotgun? Don't mind if I do. Hello, sweetie. I'm home. I really don't know how to feel about the music of this game. On one hand, it's heavy metal, in which automatically means it's cool. At the same time, it's one of those things where I don't know if it's the right call to use metal in the first place. You know? It seems like it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it does fit in some instances, but in other instances, perhaps something a bit more simple, you know, something a bit more. But yeah, perhaps maybe something more synthy, something a bit more quote unquote electric to it would work. And I don't mean like an electric guitar, I don't mean I mean like something that's like, you know, like those arcs, the arc instruments or electric instruments that actually like music by having electricity just like hitting a bunch of like electrical rods. Yeah, maybe something like that would work instead. But you know, I'm not a music designer, so I know when I play F.E.A.R, you're gonna hear a lot of things that's gonna start with a lot of the things that'll start with. When I played F.E.A.R, there was music was always like somewhat, well, it was either, I didn't think it would exist actually. But yeah, no, for the most part, it was always a moment-to-moment gameplay. We're gonna have to fight our way to the helipad? Oh no. But yeah, no, the music always, like, music in F.E.A.R was very much, was either, you know, something that's off, that made you feel off, or something that actually fit the mood. Here, it feels like it's heavy rock metal, and that's it. Again, I'm sure some people don't mind it and actually like it that way, as it reminds them of Doom and the like, I'm sure. But I don't know, I feel like this game could probably have more diverse music variety. Alrighty, so here we are in an actual survival-based mode. I'm starting my own Jonathan Room, or Jonathan Road. Oh, look at that. Eat your heart out, Dying Light. Friggin'. Yeah, eat your heart out, Dying Light. This game's got a hell of a drop kick. And then again, too, Dying Light 2 does have a pretty sick drop kick as well. Look at that, I'm just slaying around like a slicked up baby man. You got anything good? No, nothing good. It's all misery. Hey, how's it going? You wouldn't kill your friend, would you? Well, I would kill you. Oh, thanks for giving me the shotgun, doll. Probably should have put it to good use. Shooting your friends. Friendly fire is a thing, you know. Alrighty, let's see. What do I got? I could get a suppressed shotgun, health, or a Black Ops kit. All of which sound equally horrible. I swear to God, when it comes to ammo in this game, there's like so little ammo. Not just for the shotgun as well, just like for every gun it seems. I wonder if that'll be a issue resolved in the full game, but the demo, it's definitely a problem, I feel. I actually played both F.E.A.R 1 and 2, like, literally, like yesterday. No, not yesterday, like 2 days ago, Sunday. And to say the least, I actually became familiar with a lot of how the games became popular. The best way I described it was that F.E.A.R 1 was like a tactical shooter given... Yeah, F.E.A.R 1 was a tactical shooter given the option to go like full action, like Max Payne or something like that. It was basically slow-mo, but it had like other like small features like leaning. And, you know, the fact that as soon as you take a shot, you're just like absolutely winded. You know, stuff like that. But you know, besides that as well. But besides that, between the first game, the first and second game, the difference is pretty staggering when you really look at it. F.E.A.R, if you play it real time, play like a tactical shooter, whilst the original F.E.A.R, or whilst the second F.E.A.R, played more like a conventional, typical shooter for its time. But the difference, again, was like staggering. F.E.A.R had you leaning around corners. Yeah, F.E.A.R had you leaning around corners, you know, trying to build up your focus meter and the like. You know, you know, have you do all sorts of like tactical maneuvers that would allow you to survive real time, but just as much be effective in slow-mo. Conversely, F.E.A.R 2, from again my personal understanding from this gameplay, was a lot more streamlined to be a typical shooter. However, whilst the first game was a bit more realistic, tactical in a sense, it also you had like a limited choice in what weapons you were able to use. I believe F.E.A.R 1 had you always carry a sidearm, primary, and a second primary. In which, in that game, I always just picked out the shotgun and, you know, I just kept the shotgun in my hand and just, you know, tore ass. But yeah, I just chose the shotgun and just beat the entire game with that. That's it. And you know, my secondary weapon is always like whatever weapon is applicable for the situation. For example, like, I think like the sniper weapon was like the Gauss rifle. Yeah, Gauss rifle or something like that. And then at some points, if I don't have ammo for the Gauss rifle, I just use an assault rifle, or you know, something of equivocal long range, because the shotgun, because the shotgun, no matter what circumstance, you are never gonna run out of ammo for that freaking shotgun. But yeah, you're never gonna run out of ammo for that shotgun. Yeah, in the original F.E.A.R, you would never run out of ammo for the shotgun, because almost anyone that had it was immediately eviscerated because you had a shotgun the entire time. Alright, but yeah, no, you would just absolutely shred anyone with your shotgun. And that's kind of what made it... And that's kind of what made F.E.A.R a bit more distinct in that faction, in the sense that it came with a tactical, conventional action, right? Alrighty, look at that. One in each hand. What an absolute Sigma Chad I am. Yeah. Good whiff, pal. Oh my god. My frames are dying. That's how you know this game is well. And the action, certainly, yeah, certainly in terms of the action, it's like constant, ever going. But we'll see what that's like in the whole game soon enough. vicious, man. Absolutely vicious. Alright, but yeah, so as I talked about the first game, how it pretty much had like a certain flow to it. The second game of F.E.A.R, I should say, yeah, F.E.A.R 2, was a little bit more streamlined in its approach, in the sense that it played like a conventional shooter. If you took a shot in the first game, you'd be like quarterly dead. Whereas in the second game, your armor actually takes the damage for you, which, in my personal opinion, I always prefer, contrary to like reduced damage. I just prefer 80 damage altogether. But anyway, yeah, no. If in the first game you were playing a real-life person, then in the second game you were playing like an actual walking tank. But yeah, in the second game you were playing just an absolute unit of a tank. Yeah, in the second game, you just played an absolute tank, and along with that, you actually carried more weapons than in the first game as well. Well, yeah, no, actually, that's true. You aren't restricted to carrying a pistol always. Instead, you could actually swap out your pistol for another weapon. I think, at least on PC, yeah, at least on the PC side of things, when I played it, you could carry upwards to 4 weapons. But yeah, in the fourth game, you carry up to 4 weapons, all of which are weapons that you can choose. It's honestly great, actually. Because no matter what situation you were in, you would always have a weapon that was ideal for one scenario or another. Like, for example, in the beginning parts of the game, when I started, in the beginning parts of, yeah, in the beginning parts of F.E.A.R 2, I stuck with like a pistol, submachine gun, rifle, and shotgun. By the end of the game, I was carrying an assault rifle, a shotgun, a rocket launcher, and an energy weapon that would just ricochet across the entire room. So pretty much, like I said, you would have a weapon, like I said before, you would have a weapon for any scenario, theoretically speaking. And it's kind of great, actually. Best part is that ADS wasn't really that important. You could just literally hip fire anything. And if you were smart enough, you could actually end any confrontation in just one. Yeah, if you were smart enough and you were quick enough as well, you could just literally end any confrontation in just like one go about. But yeah, you can just end any scenario with just like one go about of Is it always like that? No, not really. But when you can pull it off effectively, you can pull it off effectively. On console, it might be a bit harder, I will admit. But on PC, it's as easy as flicking your mouse. on, you silly goose. You thought you could take me on like that? Oh, you sweet summer child, you. I want to see what this thing is like. That's alright, I guess. The thing with the DMR is that you have to be stationary to use it effectively, it seems. Don't mind the fact that I'm filming people so casually, of course, but you know, it seems as though in order for you to like actually utilize its properties, you need to be like, you either need to stand still or be in like CQB distance. I won't give the game points for this, though. I'll give the game points for this at the very least. Oh god, really? That's right, one in each hand. A .308 Winchester in each and every one of you. Oh my god. That was disgusting. That's even more disgusting. Oh my goodness. The carnage just never ends, does it? Who said restraint was needed? It's overrated. Woo, yay! Mission accomplished, yeah! Am I cool yet, guys? Yay! Oh, there we go. Yay! Am I cool yet, guys? Why is it that easy difficulty is used for yeah, why is it the fact that easy difficulty is set for when cheats are used? That's actually something that G-Man's review did point out, just the fact that it's like, if I'm gonna spend time just like unlocking these cheats, why am I forced to play on the easiest difficulty? Wouldn't it be more fun, so to speak, to just like stomp on everything on like the hardest difficulty while using cheats? It is an odd thing that is the case. Alrighty, but yeah, no. So I'm looking forward to Trepang2, obviously. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Trepang2 for the most part. It's pretty fun. I played the first two F.E.A.R games, and I played the first two F.E.A.R games. I know it's not going to hold up to the same degree, but dang it, I wonder what it's gonna be like in the future. I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna play it. But now it's a question of what is the goal post launch now? Let's worry about that a month afterwards, but that's a question I do want to pose at some point. That should be question that should be posed and asked at some point down the line. Not every game needs to have like a long-term support type deal, you know, because, you know, that'd be ridiculous. But it is something that does seem a bit necessary to ask to some degree or another. I'll just say this, who knows? Just who knows? We'll see if it holds up in the future. Alright, next up is Severed Steel 2. Alright. Alright, give me a sec to change this to the right resolution. Wonderful. Alrighty. FOV 120. No. We're going for that full Quake Pro nonsense. Ambient shadows? Sure. Ambient occlusion? Alright. Motion get that crap out of my face. Empty shells? Of course. Screen space reflections? Yeah. Bloom? If it's doable. Voxel physics? Yes. Unlimited ragdolls? Of course. What do you take me for? A simpleton? Why do you think I got a 4090? You think I just came here just to show off and, you know, do crypto mining? No, I'm here to actually play games, fool. Alright, let's play the campaign. Alright, so let's hear. Let's see here. A more relaxed experience. The enemy count is lower and the enemies always drop guns with full ammo for your convenience. Health recharges over time, you have unlimited bullet time. Tempered steel, severed steel's experience, but a little more gentler. Enemy accuracy reaction time will reduce, and you'll get a little extra invulnerability after taking damage. Restore health and bullet time by defeating enemies. The definitive, yeah, no, I prefer. I'm a normal person, so if this is, look, I'm a normal person, all right. So if this is the normal difficulty, then I'll play the normal difficulty. I don't need you to be like, oh, only a pansy ass, only a pansy ass coward plays this mode. But you know, sure, whatever. It's like, what the hell, man? Just because every other psychopath plays on hard and you don't have the reactions of a goddamn cheetah, doesn't mean I have to. At least, not all the time. I could do it if I want. I just prefer playing it relaxed. Go at my own pace, you know? Anyway, Severed Steel. Here we are. Okay, control. Slide down the stairs for boost in speed, of course. Well, you can't open the door like a normal person? Okay, double jump. Dive! Dive! Well, that seemed necessary. Run on the wall! Sure. So, am I playing Titanfall all of a sudden? Not that I mind, I actually loved Titanfall. I am disappointed that Apex Legend is all we get, though. Dodge the bullets. Oh, sweet Jesus. Did I get shot? Oh, so that's my health. Alright, got it. Find a weapon. Throw empty gun. Escape. What, just escape by using empty guns? Great. Thanks a lot, game. Oh, never mind. terminal. So how do I know which one has ammo and which one doesn't? Oh god, I have a migraine now. Where do I go? Oh, okay. So I see. Red House. Terminal is control. I don't know exactly what am I looking at here? Thanks for that, pal. Enter the exit. Alrighty, there we go. Destroy the piston. Sure, alright. Oh, don't mind me, guys. I just need to destroy the piston. You guys don't mind, do ya? Oh, gee, thanks. You're a pal. I'm just thankful this game is not like Ghost Runner, where I have to like... where I need to have to relax. Maybe I should play Ghost Runner at some point. Not now, though, but, you know, maybe sometime in the future. It is a fairly good game, from what I understand, but it is one of those games where it's just like an insta-kill platformer that's really... kind of sucks the fun away from everything as it goes on. So I feel like it's one of those games that, like, it always seems to punishes you for not being fast enough. And again, speed is the name of the game. There we go. Cafeteria. Kill them all. Okay, sure. What have these guys done to me? These people have families, they have children, they have all sorts of... they have wives, you know? Who am I to be the one to be judge, jury, and executioner, you know? It's horrible. Proceeds to commit more war crimes than I care to even count. You stole my good arm! Destroy the samples. So I got a question though. What does it mean to destroy the samples? watch as I perform feats of impossibility. Actually, a thought just occurred to me. Am I just playing first-person shooter Max Payne? And I wish I was kidding when I say that, but I'm pretty sure at this point it might genuinely be true. I'm a character driven by revenge, and along with that, I only have a... Along with that, I can enter bullet time, and I... Well, actually, never mind. I was gonna say I make references to John Woo movies, but that's just me. Oh, crap. Look at that. Just restored all my health in one go about. Excellent. I'm just gonna assume that when it comes to this game's health, it doesn't rely on health in the most traditional of ways, but rather it like works on but yeah, I imagine it pretty much works on the same logic of like Uncharted or something like that, where technically speaking, the protagonist doesn't get hit. It's just the fact that their luck is about to run out. As you can see here with the 4-leaf clover, and me being able to tolerate 4 hits. Of course, as someone who's Chinese, 4 just means death all the time. So it could just mean the fact that the person is When is Severed Steel gonna get her robot on? Damn it. Oh, damn it. I'm just imagining the logic behind Severed Steel. Again, the logic of Severed Steel's health system probably leans to the fact that she's just getting lucky. But yeah, it just leans into the fact that she's getting lucky every time she, you know, kills an enemy, because at least on the Tempered Steel difficulty, she is at the very least gaining some of her luck back. Cyberdemic. I am playing this on the Epic Games Store because I do own it on that. I'm sure someone's gonna be angry about that, but still. I like games, okay? I like free games as well. So how is Severed Steel here just... How is Severed Steel here just performing these feats of acrobatics? She's some sort of like robot assassin person, like Makoto, what was his last name? Was it Kisaragi or Kusanagi? But yeah, the Major from Ghost in the Shell, is she just like already like that or something like that? find the prototype. Excellent. Oh my goodness, what is this? Finished chapter 1. Is that me? Am I the robot arm the entire time? Oh my goodness, look at her. She's mantling over a table. And she pulled off a Samus Aran. I mean, Samus is cool, I guess. So, I'm not even arguing that much. The corridor. Tear through the walls. You can destroy any wall. So do I have like the amount of shots? Or is it... Oh, okay. So, I have no idea how this godforsaken thing works. For all intents and purposes, it could just run off the magic, and I still won't know what the heck it is about. So wait, do I just have to like enter? Oh wait, do I have to kill someone to get the shark back? Oh wait, do I have to knock someone out to get the shark back? How the hell does this thing work? Does it just rely on melee or? How on God's green earth does this godforsaken thing work? Was I just not supposed to go there for some reason? It said fall down the vent, so I fell down the vent. Do I have to go down a specific vent or what? I guess I did, actually. It's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? So do I have to like knock someone out in real time and not bullet time to regain charges or something? Is that why? 100 kills. Yeesh. Carnage continues. How much force is in my character's just general boots, I guess you could say. Holy hell, she's just like pulling off. She is just pulling off all these crazy feats, man. Well, it's great actually, but still crazy as well. You know, the thought just occurred to me that this whole game just reminds me of Transistor a little bit. Given the fact that it's got like this like weird techno vibe going with it and the like. And along with that, the fact that the female character is also like kind of mute. Except unlike in the unlike Transistor where she spoke in the end, I don't think Severed Steel is gonna speak like ever. Along with that, the fact that you technically play the entire game in slow-mo too. But yeah, the fact that you play this game in slow-mo as well. I don't know, it just gives me that vibe a little bit. Just the fact that at some point I expect the main character to just all of a sudden lament on the fact that her arm, the arm that she has in her hand, or the arm that she's, you know, using to replace her severed arm, is actually her lover in disguise. Transistor was stupid, yet at the same time, it was so ripplingly great at the same time. I'm not gonna play it again because I'm not depressed. Yeah, I don't want to have another case of depression because playing it once, Transistor, yeah, just playing Transistor once just gave me a serious onset depression. Yeah, just playing the game just gave me a serious onset depression just because of the fact that I knew how it was gonna end, in the sense that the outcome was so blatantly obvious, but at the same time, it still hurt just to watch. But yeah, it still hurt. Just despite knowing everything, just despite knowing how it will likely end up, given the general theme of the game, it was just sad still. Expected, but Jesus Christ, I was hoping to be wrong. I will never play Transistor again. Not because it's a bad game, just because I don't want to be fucking sad again. Going through a heart-wrenching experience once is bad enough. I don't need to go through it a second time. God, I swear to God, if the arm turns out to be Severed Steel's like long lost lover that she lost, I'm just gonna be so, oh crap. I'm just gonna be so freaking depressed again. Come on, let's see here. And the music is definitely giving me that Transistor vibe as well. Just the fact that it's like all freaking humming. Oh, I see. It's certain enemies that restore my energy meter. Got it. Alright, I thought it was just the fact that like I had to perform something specific, but no, it's just the fact that certain enemies just give me that. You know what's funny? I think before I played Transistor, I actually played, I'm trying to remember. I played Bastion I played Bastion. I found Bastion to be pretty good. Depending on the ending you get, it's depressing. But I feel like living in the new world, that ending was like the best ending out of anything. I mean, oh no, he's like, oh yeah, no, it's sad that Russell, the old guy that keeps on commenting on everything. But yeah, as I was saying. Yeah, it's sad that Russell doesn't, get to live out the life that was set out for him as a builder. But at the same time, the future is now, old man. You know, that's the type of mentality I had when I got the ending. Yeah, when I got the ending that I was, that pretty much said, yo, forget rebuilding the old world. We're living in the present now. We forget it's because the thing is with that, with like one of the two endings, it's either you live but it's like, it's either you live in like a perpetual as I was saying, it says it's pretty much if you pretty much live in a perpetual state of limbo where the darkness or whatever the hell the opposing entity that you're facing has just coveted the world and is just completely destroying it. But in like resetting the world, you're pretty much just doing nothing. And so the way I saw it was just like, if we live in the present now and just make do with what is. But yeah, it's like if you live, it's like in living in the present instead of just like resetting a world that was supposedly great, we can make our own our own little slice of paradise. Is it going to be perfect? No. All the people we knew are gone. They're dead. But at the same time, there is, at the very least, hope that things will get better after everything is said and done. That's the way I saw Bastion's ending. The other ending was just horrible. And I don't mean like it was like badly written. It was just like, just the outcome was horrible. He's like, oh kid, I wanna have my benefits and pension back. And then the other alternative is just like, and the other I'm trying to think. Like, and the other voice of reason that was like saying, I was like trying to convince you like to go for the other option, which is like, man, my life was really crap before I met you guys. I kind of like it here. And for even more context, I should remark, the ending is the fact that the protagonist you play as, the ending you get for like choosing to stay in the new world is that both what was her name? I don't remember her name. But the violinist, or the musician, as it were, the musician that you saved, you know, she lives a happy life, and the protagonist, instead of going back to a life of destitute and, you know, just, you know, just a general somber life, he gets to now have purpose in this new world beyond just survival. Russell, you know, he doesn't get his pension, sadly, you know. He doesn't get his pension and the like. It's sad for him. You know, it sucks for him that, you know, the life he knew is gone. But again, the future is now, old man. We live in a new world. Because the alternative is just reliving this hell all over again. We make do with what we got. And of course, like, what's his name doesn't get his lover back. Screw him. That's his problem, not mine. But yeah, no, for the most part, I think if anyone played Bastion, it's not as depressing as... It's definitely not as depressing as Transistor, let's be honest. I'm gonna be bluntly honest here. It's not as depressing as Transistor. But it can be depressing if you choose, like, the alternative ending. You go with Russell's choice to reboot the entire world. Or, yeah, reboot Lenciania, or whatever the heck it was called. Everyone forgets who they were. Freaking, what's his name gets his lover back. Yeah, what's his name gets his lover back, and, you know, freaking. And Rufus, he gets his pension. God forbid. But the kid, yeah, the kid you were playing as the entire time, and the musician, yeah, they get to live a crap life. They get to live a crap life because the kid is just fighting for survival. And what's her name? She's just like, oh, I'm living a lonely life. My dad is alive, but I barely see him as is. That's what you get. Is it naively optimistic to expect things to work out? All things considered? Of course it is, but still. It's a happier notion than it is to just relive what is supposedly just a paradoxical future. Ah, damn it. Finished chapter 2. Oh, okay. There we go. Severed steels walking down the railroad. Imagine if you just slipped and fell. He's like, that's right, I'm walking down the railroad and oh my god, I fell! Why is the rail so slippery? Alright, here we go. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. I have no idea what's her name, but I'm gonna call her Severed Steel. Why? Because that's the name of the game. And you know what? Let's just go with it. Cool. That's right. Don't mess. I'm gonna sever your steel. What exactly am I looking at right now? Intelligence. Sever steal them. I just want a game. I just want like some dialogue to just like refer the game to like the title of what they are. For example, like freaking. That's right. I'm gonna Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark you. Or I'm gonna cause you to be. I'm gonna cause you to fear me. It's so stupid, yet at the same time, it'd be great. Horribly disjointed? Oh yeah, no, undoubtedly. But that's half the fun at this point. Just seeing how much ridiculous stuff you get. You know how like people like for a time was like making fun of Morbius? I want that dialogue to unironically be a thing to some extent. Except, you know, not with Morbius, because that's why I didn't really like Morbius that much. Well, actually, I could probably name like a few. I think Nostalgia Critic is definitely one of the people who kinda liked it. Kinda being the key word here, of course. Oh, dang it. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. I can't wait for Trepang2 with Trepang guy just saying it's Trepanging time and just Trepanged all over the place. Just have that like as actual dialogue. Maybe it should be like one of those like instead of like an actual like serious thing, like for example, just like it's it's intrusively in it, because undoubtedly it's gonna get old fast. Like have it like be like a secret like thing people can access. Like you know how like the Halo games have like a modifier that lets you hear like all the special dialogue, like Chip's Dubbo. Yeah, like hearing like Chip's Dubbo and like all his dialogue and such. Yeah, just have like that be like a toggleable feature. You just have all the ridiculous shit you want to hear. Just be that. Steal the data. watch as I max pain myself with flame. Oh my god! Severed Steel can grunt! Alrighty. Alright, destroy the server nodes. Blaster! Why do these guys sound like the clone troopers from Star Wars? Oh, give me a sec. It's like 1:30 now. Apologies, my old man is just coming out, taking this. It's like 1 in the morning. I have work at tonight. So it is both detriment and yeah, no, it's just all detriments actually, the fact that I'm up right now. I really wish I was working day shifts, so that way at the very least I have a normal sleep schedule. But circumstances being the way they are, there's no space for the day shift in the job I'm working. For the record, it's a cashier job. It's nothing glamorous, but it pays at least. I'm not gonna dwell on that any longer, so let's move on. Anyway, so. Okay, let's just get across. Actually, how much time? I think at this point now, because I did start around like 12 o'clock. If we get to the 4th chapter, please, I'm gonna wrap the stream up on that. think those people would do? I know what I'd do with it. That is, if I don't suffer the consequence of, you know, rapid aging. That's always the worst when it comes to, like, chronological time powers. There's always a freaking backdraw. He's like, oh, you could slow down time, but you can't... But you don't stop aging, you know, your age doesn't slow down too. Man, it'd just be great if I was just doing... Wouldn't that be great though, just the... Oh, crap. Wouldn't that be great though, is just like, you just slow down time and suffer like zero consequence? Chronologically speaking, at the very least, on yourself. Like, you don't rapidly age or something like that. You just like your aging just comes down to a slow crawl on yourself and everyone else. Imagine things you'd be able to do. Imagine things you'd be able to experience actually. Well, then again, just doing things in real time is probably better. Oh, okay, I see. So these things bypass shields. Actually, now that I think about it, there are very few uses I could possibly come up with that would be useful for slowing down time. Well, actually, I could probably think of like a few uses in terms of like an academic standpoint. I could cheat. Yeah, I could cheat, but you know, that beside. You know what would be the worst part though about slowing down time anytime you want? This is gonna be macabre. This is gonna sound macabre, but it's true. The fact that if you're on your deathbed from like old age or something like that, odds are you probably slowed down the clock just to prevent yourself from dying. But the consequence of that is that you're living your life in perpetual slow-mo. So everything is like, you pretty much would perceive things like how the Flash would in the comic books. Just the fact that not the Flash. What was the Invincible character that's a speedster, right? You pretty much see the world just going by slow as hell. And you know what? That's the worst part of it all. Is that you may live in... Is that because you're so fast that everyone else, or you know, technically fast, but because you slow things down to like to a level where it's just, you know, yeah, no, because you slowed down time to that degree, you're living everything in slow motion. And you could still feel every nanosecond of your being just still aging. There's nothing you can do. You can't fight time. All you can do is delay it. And that's the worst part of it all, isn't it? Alright, chapter 3 is done. We're on chapter 4. I'm gonna end on that note, actually. Actually, real quick, let's watch the cinematic. She walked down the hall. I mean, that's it. Alright, so let's end on that depressing note where you're just like thinking about like, man, if I had that power, would I do the same thing? So yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this little quick stream. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this little quick stream and the like. There's going to be another one later today, as it is now officially Wednesday, the 21st of June. So, so that means there's going to be another stream around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard. I might consider doing another stream later tonight as well, due to the fact that because this week is a little bit more chaotic than usual than I anticipated. Not doing parts of my work, but rather doing the fact that a lot of games are getting either updated or being released. It is kind of tempting to want to play a lot of games now, as well as stream them, in my case. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy this stream. If you want to see more, I'll be streaming again later today around the time of 12 o'clock, 12:30. If permitted. I might do it a little earlier, but because Trepang2 is coming out around 12 o'clock, it is going to be on that time. So, yeah. I will admit, streaming on YouTube is a lot more different from streaming on Twitch, because I get to be a bit more verbally aggressive. As you probably noticed, I have sworn about like in the latter half of this stream, and I've been trying to avoid it for a variety of reasons, mostly because YouTube has like a TOS, a terms of service on that, on foul language, and I don't want to. And if I'm gonna become a bit more of a mainstay on YouTube, a small mainstay, admittedly, I'm not gonna blow my horn to the extreme degrees of like, oh, I'm gonna be the next stream or something like that. I am gonna have to try and temper my own vulgar language a bit. I could probably let it slip here and there, but still, it's something that's hard to break, as I'm a very verbally vulgar person at the very least. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the stream. I'll see you next one. That being later today around the time of 12:30 p.m. Because again, Trepang2 comes out around 12 o'clock. And I'll see you then. Till then, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Leave a like or dislike and give a comment. That being of like, praise or critique. I'm fairly new to this, and this will be my first time seeing comments from my viewers, whether live or otherwise. Alright, enough me blowharding and enough me begging. Till then, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.